move along, nothing to see. Move along, nothing to see here. Evening all. Right then, let's wrap up Act 5. Now the thing is, I'm going to take this out off because I'm just balancing it at the moment. The thing is, Act 5, up to the point we've now reached, nearly all the action is done. The rest of it is nearly all dialogue. So we're starting with Antipholus and Dromio of Ephesus making their entrance. Big, loud, boisterous entrance. Now, Emily, the whole of this scene, near enough, is I want you to do as a court scene. You carry the weight of it. You have got most of the lines, and you are defending yourself. Loads and loads and loads of energy. Use all of the acting area when you are appealing to the crowd as working to them as the jury, appealing to the Duke, May, as of course the judge. So build up the speed. Think of every corny courtroom series and courtroom scene that you have seen and work those in. So really ham-fisted it up. So not like a real court, but how people imagine a court could be. And that goes right the way through to the end of your very, very long speech. Okay? And that takes a huge chunk of this next part of this scene. So make the most of it, play with it, really, really make it your own. The crowd, again, I've got practically the whole cast on the stage the whole time, and the crowd are the weather gauge. They will show people where to react and how to react to what is being said. Okay, now that is all fairly straightforward. Not much direction in there at the moment. It really will be something to work on when we get to it. Yeah, man, so the next bit's really boring. Yeah. It's got loads of me in it, and so it's dull, but there are a few cuts, so I'm going to tell you about them now. Aegean has the lines, "Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus, and is not that your bondman, Dromio?" Next Dromio speech, next Aegean speech are both cut, and then Dromio's lines, "Ourselves we do remember, sir, by you, for lately we are bound as you are now." That's all cut. So it goes, "Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus, and is not your bondman Dromio?" And then Dromio comes in with, "You are not Pinch's patient, are you?" Implying that he's a bit mad. Yeah. Right, so that's that bit. And then over the little bit further on, Dromio comes out with, "No, trust me, sir, nor I." And Aegean says, "I'm sure thou dost." And then it's a cut down to Aegean saying, "I cannot err, tell me thou art my son Antipholus." All right, so that's all cut. It's boring. Anyway, things are still moving on, and nothing much happens because it's all about these lines that are coming in, and we're just explaining everything. Except one funny bit, and I think it might be funny, is when Antipholus and Dromio of Syracuse make their entrance. Rachel, you look at either of them and you face the audience, and with a great big delighted smile on your face, you come out, "Oh, two husbands," and then realise that you're grinning. "Oh no, I shouldn't be doing that." All right, and then that moves on. Again, it's all just coming out with lines explaining everything that has gone on before. Yeah, and then it all gets resolved and everybody starts hugging, which is great. Let's face it, it's what we all should be doing. Maybe not now, but we should be. So we've had all the hugging and we now get on with the lines. The whole thing about this is there is very little action compared to what we've had so far in this section, because we just need to get the lines out and the issues resolved. So we move through things fairly quickly. I mean, there are going to be some bits that we play upon. One lovely bit, of course, will be where the Antipholuses come out and Rachel asks one, "Are you not my husband?" No, no, he's not. I can guarantee that. And we see this look upon her face as she realises that she's spent the afternoon with someone she thought was her husband, but wasn't. Then we start to get the pair ups going on, and we have Antipholus and Adriana, and Antipholus and Luciana. Then we get the two girls coming out, Madeline and Anya, coming out and going to the wrong Dromios to start with, and then being sent back. We have Amelia and Aegeus coming together, and so on. So we get all this pairing up going on, mostly done by the lines with a few little bits going on. We can perhaps put in a little bit when involving Jess, where she talks about handing the ring back, and a little bit of laddishness between the two Antipholuses, but we'll see about that one. I'm not quite sure. Emilia, it's Gainer. I can give her line cut as it goes through. So yeah, we just go through the lines, and then at the very end we are left with the two Dromios on stage, who are very, very suspicious of each other. They've not joined in the general celebration of getting together as the two Antipholuses have. A little bit of chat. They warm to each other, and in the end, for the last lines, we came into this world like brother and brother, and now let's go hand in hand, not one before the other. Pause, turn your backs on the audience, join hands, and walk out. And that's going to be the end of the show. Very, very simple, very straightforward. It doesn't need much complicating by me. Thursday night, I'd like to go through that. Can we go onto Zoom? Can everybody make sure that they have Zoom for Thursday night, so I can have everybody there rather than just the 6 or 8 people that we've been using on Messenger? And then after that, can we have another chat fairly soon after Thursday to decide where we go from here? Okay, thank you ever so much. Stay well, and I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Tiff Tiff, by the way, does my nose look big in this?